Hey guys, my name is Alice Lane. I'm a root worker and tarot card reader. I also do Reiki healing. I am a certified Reiki master and I've been spiritual coaching since I was 16 years old. I am now 35, so you can see how many years that has been. My experience as a tarot reader, it has been something that's not only magical, like in the literal sense, but it has also been something that I'm very passionate about. And I'm continuing to learn every day. You know, that is why I decided to come here on YouTube because I really am fascinated by the community here that is continuously uploading such awesome pick a card reading videos and getting really creative, and that is something that I want to be a part of. So I'm making this video to kind of like jump on board and see where this journey can take me. I just burnt some sage around my area, that way we get a really cleansed and purified, energy from, the space that we're in. Now, I did pick a card out for an overall energy, and the card is answer the call. I feel like this is a very universal message for everybody who's watching. And this is basically saying that it is time for a change in your life. I think that we are all going through so much in our own world, and we're not necessarily focusing on where this journey is supposed to be taking us, which is a good thing. At the same time, though, you are you are being called into something that is provoking you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And I do feel that a lot of you are afraid of change. And it's time to really start asking yourself, is what I'm doing as emotionally, mentally, and spiritually fulfilling as what the thing that I know might not be the easy thing to do? Does that equal to the same fulfillment? Because I feel like a lot of us, especially as of right now with all these changes coming into the new year 2020, there's so many things that we're all afraid of doing. There's so many things that we're all like passionate about, and there's so many things that we're confused about and conflicted about. And this is just basically telling you, to go for it, see where the journey takes you, see where the road takes you, what is ahead. Now with that being said, guys, I do want to say that I want to freestyle everything, including picking the stones for the reading. Now I've got here a little basket of a bunch of stones, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes and focus on my breathing and meditate on each group in order to pick out the individual stone with the most energy for that group. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to start off with group number one. Group number one, which stone is being called out for group number one? Group number one, this is your stone. As you can see, it's an orange little stone. I'm just going to go ahead and place that right there. Group number two. Group number two. Oh, this is a pretty one. Okay, we're just going to place that one right here. I'm doing a total of 3 groups. Group number 3. And this is the third one. Let me make sure you guys can see how it looks. Oh. Okay. So this is the third group. I'm gonna place that right here. Whatever. Alright, so we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. I recommend you guys pausing the video. That way you can meditate on your specific person. If I haven't said this already, we are doing how does he or she feel about me. Meditate on your person. Focus on them as your eyes are closed, as you're breathing in and out. And then choose the stone that you feel most drawn to. You know, that really feels as though it's calling to you. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and begin with group number 1. I hope that you all have already chosen your group. If not, take your time, keep the video paused. So we're just going to get an overall energy, you know, from your spirit guides using the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. We're just going to shuffle these cards and we're going to get an overall energy of the relationship, okay? It's the overall energy of group number 1's relationship with their specific person. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Okay. This card for the overall energy is I do feel that a lot of you guys might be dealing with somebody who has a hard time channeling their energy onto what it is that they want, and they spend more time worried about everybody else around them. Yes, that's a really good thing, but I feel like they tend to not be able to communicate with you or, you know, spend time with you or give themselves to you as much as, you know, they want to, because they are kind of all over the place. I feel like a lot of people around them, this could be friends, this could be family members, this could be anybody, but they take so much from your person and it's kind of overwhelming at times. But your person definitely seems like a giver. They seem like they give and give and give, and it's hard for them, you know, it's not something that they tend to get back. Like, if you understand what that means, is basically your person might be somebody that has a very big family. I feel like, you know, they're constantly so busy, constantly so overwhelmed, and it's like nobody necessarily understands them or puts effort into trying to, you know, make them happy. But you're somebody that definitely puts that into their life, and they feel like they can't handle it. Not that they can't handle you, but they feel like, you know, it's any moment they're gonna mess things up with you. And they don't want to. That's the thing. They want to, like, keep you around. They want to keep you in their life, and they like, because you feel that little void within them that is in need of, you know, love, is in need of care, is in need of harmony and peace and balancedness. For so long, I feel like your person, or this could even be a message for you guys, you know, whatever resonates. For so long, you know, it's been like they gave and gave and gave and gave, or you gave and gave, and that energy was never really reciprocated back. And in this union, I feel like you are somebody that's making them feel a little bit less lonely and a little bit more, you know, comfortable, as if they've known you for such a long time. That is such a beautiful message, guys. Very beautiful. Very, like I feel overwhelmed with emotion just channeling the energy. I'm gonna go ahead and use some tarot cards. I really love these new cards I got. They are awesome. My sister got them for me. We're gonna use these cards to find out your person's feelings. We have the King of Swords in reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I definitely do get the feeling that group number one, your specific person is definitely having some family issues. With the Ten of Cups and Five of Pentacles being here, I get the feeling that they don't want to be around, like they're running from their problems and issues right now, and they feel like they're coming to you for that guidance, for that help. I feel like with the King of Swords in reverse, they're kind of like done with, you know, other people's issues, other people's problems, other people's negativity. I feel like they're just tired of, you know, constantly holding, you know, I feel like they were your person, some sort of like leader of a family, or like in charge of everything, and like, you know, people just keep throwing their burdens on them. I feel like they feel very tired and very just, you know, under the weather lately, and they're just, you know, this, if your person's not contacting you, if your person's not reaching out to you, then I feel like the answer to that is because they are dealing with a lot of family issues, and it's not something to do with you. It's not something that you are saying. It's not something you are doing. It is simply the family issues. Ten of Cups is all about families. It's all about get-togethers. It's all about children, you know, your spouse. And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, like upright, it's all about financial burdens, you know, going through a hard time, feeling left out in the cold. But in reverse, it's like they are done. You know, your person's just trying to get out of the circumstance that they are in, and they want to make that movement forward. They want to start a new chapter of their life. Okay? And I feel like where to go from here, we're going to go ahead and take a card from the Ask Your Angels deck, or Angel Answers deck by Dream Virtue. Where should group number one go from here? Don't stop. Okay? Don't stop, group number one. Keep having faith. Keep channeling positive energy towards him. You know, if a lot of you or some of you are into like meditating, maybe send some good energy towards him. You know, send that positive energy to his higher self. Meditate. Like, continue to put out that, you know, continue to stay consistent and continue to stay positive. I feel like this relationship, with the King of Swords being here in reverse, as I was saying earlier, I didn't really get into that. I feel like he knows what he wants. And if he, for whatever, or she, sorry, I'm saying he because it's the King of Swords and it's a very masculine energy, but your person knows that they want to be with you. If this is the one thing that you have to remember, guys, if your person did not have feelings for you, if your person did not care about you, they would make that extremely known. They are not going to beat around the bush with you. They are not going to be shady or play mind games. I feel like it's, you know, conveniently enough, like you'll know on an intuitive level, you will know how this person, you know, is. You understand this person. You could read this person. Because they show their feelings, you know, on the surface. It's not something that's deep hidden. It's not something that's deep rooted. Are they the lovey-dovey type? No, but they definitely get their feelings across, you know, one way or the other. And Don't Stop is basically saying, you know, things are happening all at once. Things are continuing to happen for you in your favor, all you have to do is just keep putting out that strong leadership energy in your life. And that's going to continue to get mirrored back to you in this union. Alright, group number 1. I hope that this reading resonated. If not, take what did, leave what didn't. I would definitely love to hear your story in the comment section. I would also really appreciate it if you guys leave a like and subscribe. I'm definitely trying to grow my channel more here on YouTube and want to continue to upload videos. You know, I have so many ideas, so many projects, and I cannot wait to put them out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye. Alright, group number 2, this is your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and get an overall energy of your relationship with your person with the Worker Light deck by Doreen Virtue. I mean Rebecca Campbell, my bad. What is the overall energy of group number 2's relationship with their person? What is the overall energy of group number 2's relationship with their specific person? Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Okay, so the energy that I'm getting for group number 2 is that you feel as though the person that you are interested in isn't necessarily seeing you for what you are, and you feel like you're stretching yourself and you're overwhelming yourself to try to please this person, to try to get their attention, to feel validated by them. And I feel like your spirit guides are trying to tell you, you know, whenever you have those needs, it's time to evaluate yourself and ask yourself why, because this can be a sign of codependency. It's not to say that that's, you know what you are. Again, it's a label, and I don't necessarily believe in labels, but you know, those symptoms, you know, it does indicate a certain level of energy that you do not want to embody, because at the end of the day, when it comes to love, you know, you love that person for who they are, and they love you for who you are. At the end of the day, if you're going to do something, you know, to please anybody, you're going to do it to please yourself, and those who like you will continue to follow and continue to support. But if your person is making you feel dim, is making you feel like your light is not bright enough, then you have to ask yourself, why am I fighting for this? You know, why am I stressing over this person? Why am I trying to please them? Are they pleasing me in any way? Is there anything that they're doing that's satisfying my needs? Is there anything that they're doing that's making me feel, you know, strong and making me feel empowered? You know, that's what relationships are about. It's about motivating each other. It's about, you know, pushing each other forward. And if your person is not doing that, then please drop them. Now, I'm not saying that that's everything. I feel like that's an overall message to anybody that needed to hear that. Now, I need to get some more cards on how your person feels about you, you know, where this is going. But don't dim to fit in. I feel like overall, it's basically telling you guys, like, stop, you know, I feel like it's very self-explanatory. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How are you dimming your light in order to please somebody else? In order to please your person? You know, this message could even be about your person. Maybe, you know, in other parts of their life, you know, they might, or other people in their life, they might be they might be not very authentic in who that they are. And they might, you know, be living through this certain persona. and not necessarily being authentic, being true, being, high vibrational. I feel like with you, they feel very vulnerable. I feel like, this is a message, these are general messages, guys. Like, whoever's watching, as I'm channeling the energies, there's so much information just coming through. So, as I was saying, I feel like with you, they're very vulnerable, and with you, they let their guard down and they're themselves. And it feels great, it feels awesome. But at the same time, it feels like, when going back and, like, let's say they stop talking to you for a day or two, it's like they want to run right back to being safe, being comfortable, and, not stepping too outside of the lines. You might be dealing with somebody who's afraid of stepping out of the lines, who's afraid of growing, and you might be with somebody that's, in this certain culture or a certain religion that, keeps them very restricted of, who they are and what they want. So group number 2, that this is some interesting information to go off of. I'm definitely gonna shuffle the cards now to get some more feelings and intentions about this relationship, okay? How does group number 2's person feel about them right now? We got the 3 of Cups. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And then we have the 3 of Wands. Okay. Okay. Very, very overwhelming energy. Wow. And then we have the 7 of Cups at the bottom of this deck. Okay, so you guys, I do want to say one thing. Now, when looking at the imagery here, we have 3 females. We have 3 cups and we have 3 of wands. Then at the center, we have 6 of pentacles. So what this is telling me, group number 2, is that there's definitely a sense of your person being unable to really be creative and open up or express themselves because they are so worried and so, like, trapped in receiving validation from third parties. Not necessarily that this does not mean that your person is, talking to somebody else or in a relationship with somebody else. I will get a clarifier on that. But other people in their life, other groups in their life, I feel like they're always trying to receive validation, or this could be about you. Keep that in mind. Take what resonates. Constantly receiving their, like, validation from other things in their life, other people in their life. Although this is very big energy, I feel like the 3 of Cups is something that's, like, very materialistic. If you could see, like, all the little gems in the water, and it's just raining down, but, like, it's not really doing anything. It's not really going anywhere. It's kind of just, like, stacked on top of each other, and it looks pretty, it looks good, but what is it actually doing, for him or for you or for her? I feel like with the 3 of Wands being here, it's again like that, waiting for people, waiting for some sort of recognition, some sort of, validation for what they do, and they're not acting authentically. Group number 2, your person's not being very authentic. It's all about what somebody could see in them, what somebody can, benefit from them, which sounds like this person is a people pleaser, and there's nothing wrong with being a people pleaser, but sometimes you do have to do what's right by you. And if your person is in any way like in need of some sort of like reassurance or guidance, or to feel validated for who that they are, maybe you're being called to do that, to comfort your person, to like show them and give them the confidence and pride to be authentic and be real and be honest and make their own self happy. I feel like this is sort of like a spiritual growth that you both as individuals might be mirroring to one another, because with the Six of Pentacles, it's kind of like a give or take type of energy. It's kind of like saying, you know help, give to this person and you will receive. It's like balance. It's one of those things where like you can learn something from one another and really help each other grow and get out of this new energy, especially in 2020. We are entering a whole new generation, a whole new era. And you want to leave behind all the things in your life that's keeping you weighed down. You want to leave behind the things that are not truly making you happy. It's as simple as that. And I feel like this is the situation with your person. This is something that your person needs to honestly get balanced in, because I do feel like that's kind of an issue in a relationship, or else it wouldn't come up. Sorry, it wouldn't come up. I think that your person might be keeping the relationship with you on a down low. Again, not because they are not attracted to you, not because they do not want to be with you. Again, this could be because in the cultural differences or the religious differences or just families not getting along. It's something that's outside of the relationship that's preventing your person from doing what they want to do with you. Again, this could be a message for you as well. And your person, I do feel, is, kind of like in a place where they're tired. They're waiting. They're tired of waiting, but they are waiting for you to come through. They are waiting for you to, like, come forward. This could go both ways, you guys. So let's just get a card from the Angel Answers deck on what to do from here, and then we will wrap up this reading. What to do from here? You're ready. Oh. You're ready. What this is telling me is, for those of you who are in that group of your person, being the one that is, with the living through the false persona, this is basically telling you that you know intuitively what to do from here. If there's anybody who could read, how far this person's willing to go with you, or what this person's capable of doing, then you're ready to make the right decision. But you are being called to make one now. You are being called to make a decision that is gonna balance you out, because I feel like this situation has been very overwhelming, very challenging, very you feel like you've been giving and giving and giving and not getting anything in return, because your person is trapped and or too focused on the things that do not matter. So it's time for you to choose a path and be confident in it, okay? Now, for those of you who are in a situation where you're the one that is not focusing on your union, and you're dimming your light, and you're like afraid to make a change, or you're afraid to be authentic with yourself, this is telling you to step forward, to get aligned, get balanced, do the work on yourself that you are being called to do, because it's time to you need to get ready for this new generation, for this new era of your life. You're gonna be going through so many changes. As I said earlier in the video, we are all, energetically being called into a new direction, into a new place. I feel like we have to step outside of our boundaries in order for change, in order for transformation. And it's a scary thing, but it's something that, you nine times out of 10, you won't regret it, as long as you are intuitively acting, making the right choices, doing what you feel, divinely guided towards. So remember that, and and keep moving forward in that positive flow of energy. Interesting. Sorry, guys. I've been coughing a lot recently. Interesting enough, though. Even though this is a relationship reading, I feel like these are like way more deeper messages for you guys, because we're all going through so much soul growth. There's so much like deep emotional changes right now, and it could be because we are in Scorpio season, but I feel like it's so much more than that. Well, actually, we're getting out of Scorpio season now, and I feel like it was either a few days ago or it's a few days. I gotta check up on that. Well, as I was saying, these messages are so much more deeper than just being about relationships. Not saying that relationships aren't deep, but like these messages are like telling you to like, do this very big soul work on you. I feel like this energy is coming back to you, and being confident, being assertive, being ready, and releasing and letting go, and just being authentic and seeing where things take you. And as long as you are living in your most divinely guided life, and you are being your most authentic self, the energy that matches will follow. So if this connection with your person is something, that is balanced and is equally matched to you, they will reciprocate. They will mirror those positive traits back to you. By you working on yourself, by you putting yourself in alignment with who you are meant to be, this person is going to grow and transform without even realizing it's because you did it first. Alright, guys. I hope that this reading resonated. If not, leave what didn't, take what did. I would definitely love to hear your story in the comment section. Please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I am trying to grow my channel, as I said earlier, and it would mean a lot to me. Alright? Bye-bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed your reading. Alright, group number 3. We're going to go ahead and pick out a overall energy card about you and your person's relationship. What is the overall energy in group number 3's relationship? What is the overall energy? Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Oh, this is interesting, group number three, because there's a lot going on. I feel like with this Unbound card, your person or you, whatever resonates, is finally letting go of what does not serve them. Group number three, you might have recently broken up with your person. I do not feel the two of you are together. But the reason for this separation does feel like the two of you are, in a place of healing, in a place of growth. And in order to grow, you must let go of the things that are attached to, the older self, the self that was stagnant, the things that kept you down. And I feel like group number three, this union, or the energy of the union you had with your person, was something that needed to be released in order for new energy to come in. But the two of you do need to heal from what it is that was a part of the relationship in the past that was traumatizing or hurtful or created wounds. So those wounds do need to heal. Those wounds do need to come, to a place of forgiveness. And I feel like you two aren't necessarily there just yet. I feel like, it's all about releasing right now and letting go of the fears. Some of you might be dealing with somebody that definitely is afraid of making that movement towards you. They're afraid of, you know, stepping into a new relationship because they're still dealing with a lot of trauma, a lot of baggage. So this is an interesting card. I love because these pick a card readings, like I am getting so many messages intuitively from like, all over the place, and I do feel like a lot of people's gonna be watching this, so there's something for everybody here. So Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, so like I said, this could be about somebody, that you're interested in that has a lot of baggage that they don't know how to get rid of. They're just all over the place, and like they don't know, they know what they want, but but they feel chained to what doesn't serve them. As you can see, like there's like these chains holding down these two women, and then there's the one right here. It's like they want to reach towards the light. They want to, go into the unknown and see what happens, but what's preventing them is the chains that they allowed themselves to be in. Because the truth is, group number three, you know, at the end of the day, we make our own reality. So if there's something that, you or your person feels restricted by, it is because it is not, it's not as, it is only as strong as you believe it. I read one, or I seen one time in the show, I think it was Game of Thrones, and Varys said, power resides in the hands that we believe it resides in, or something along those lines. And I feel like that's so true with everything. What you give power to will constantly have strength over you. And I feel like once you're able to acknowledge that, you could put the control back into your own hands and start to make this change in your life, and start to, be, like I said with group number two, be more authentic in your own feelings and what it is that you want. And I feel like this message, could definitely be something that you need to hear too. But like I said, for those of you who are in the process of a breakup or not speaking to your person at the moment, and you're in a place of healing, I think that the best thing right now for you to hear is that things between you and your person are gonna be a process. It's not like you two can just come back into love and harmony overnight. No, there is a sense of you needing to heal because you need to transform. You are not meant to stay in the same place forever, and you weren't meant to stay in go in the same, go towards the plan that you were meant to go that you wanted to go through. I feel like you were meant for something bigger or something better, or And you can even manifest the relationship that you want with the person, but just not in the energy that what once was, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'm just rambling, but like I'm just trying to channel these messages because there's so much coming in. Let me get some feelings and information. What does group number 3's person feel about them? Oh, we have the Lovers card in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. And we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Very, very interesting. So much fear, so much anxiety. This person, group number 2, your person, I get this feeling that they are afraid that you are somebody that they're gonna lose forever. They feel like you are their soulmate. With the Lovers card in reverse, you are the person that they are madly in love with. It's like an obsession. You know, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I always say the word obsessed, but like, it's just a figure of speech. But like, the Lovers card is like, it's such a beautiful card to get, but in reverse, it's like, they feel like they can't have you. They feel like they can't be with you for whatever reason. You know, this could be, you know, brought up of anxiety and fears based on their past. You know, I feel like in their past, you know, there's a lot of healing, a lot of growing. I feel like for some of you, though, as of, you know, like the message I was putting out earlier with, you know, some of you going through a very big breakup, I feel like this relationship is something that is going to come into healing because we have the Lovers card here. Right now, you guys are going through a dark period. Yes, I understand that. But I do feel like with the Seven of Swords in reverse, this person is going to come back around. They are going to look at, you know, what they left behind. They are going to try to communicate with you, try to get things back in balance because they know that they did wrong. They know that they messed up with you. For some of you, I am getting a whole other message, and I do want to put it out there that let me try to channel this as like as detailed as I can without, you know, rambling. For some of you, and this message is for you and not necessarily about your person, I feel like you are so emotionally invested in your person. Some of you who are not able to let your person go, you have allowed yourself to go into a place of denial. And I know that's a harsh word to use, but you are definitely being called into seeing your person as for what they truly are. Because I do feel that the love that you have for them definitely painted over a picture of what you want them to be, and you saw them through that persona, but they are still chained to the false persona that they allowed themselves to be in. They are still chained to their personal traumas, the things that have hurt them. And when you are chained to that, you kind of become the type of person that doesn't have a hard time hurting somebody else, which is a dark truth. Don't get me wrong, but it's a dark truth. And there's a lot of people who have been hurt before badly, so they feel as though they are entitled to put that pain out, even if it's on just a subconscious level. It's still a scary thing, and it's something that some of you have to realize. So if that message resonated with you, it's time to take a step back